Hello soccer fans, this is Anthony with BBSN and we are back on the pitch for another game of Soccer Blast from Play Games. And this is the 2017-18 Tottenham Spurs replay. And match number 8, the Spurs are at home to Bournemouth. And after a disappointing loss on the road to Huddersfield Town, Tottenham currently finds himself in 7th place, 4 wins, 3 defeats. And Bournemouth comes into this match in 12th place in the EPL. So Tottenham looking to get back on track at Wembley. And we are set for the kickoff. And Tottenham shall have the opening kickoff and we will be underway. The usual lineup for Spurs, the first 5 up: Harry Kane, Son Heung-min, Dele Alli, Kieran Trippier, and Jan Vertonghen, and in goal, Hugo Lloris. The first 5 up for Bournemouth, and Bournemouth has, they don't always generate a lot of triangles on offense, but when they do, they have a lot of shot and assist power. Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser, Jordan Ebe, Nathan Aki, and Simon Francis are the first 5 up, and Asmir Begovic is in the goal. So 6, and that will switch on the defensive team side. And 7, we're going to have a 6-minute midfield battle to start the fray. So the teams exchange possession at midfield, and team with most stars will start the 7th minute on attack, and Tottenham has stars across the board, everyone in their starting 5 to only 2 for Bournemouth. So Spurs are going to generate the first attack, and here we go. So Son and Eriksen switch, and a 5, and Spurs do have 5 triangles up, and 3 squares up for Bournemouth, so they defend. And defended on a roll of 8. And that's 0-2 wide, 0-1 collects with a ball, and Harry Kane does have a ball. So miss for Spurs. And Tottenham regains possession, or retains possession, as we head into the 8th minute, looking to reset the offense. And triple sixes. It's going to be no changes on either offense or defense with 3 6s. And I was contemplating using the boost chip home field advantage for triples, and I decided not to. But regardless, that will be a counterattack. If defensive team has 2 squares, gains possession, creates an immediate counterattack. Offsides if green die 6, this, or on attack roll. So they do defend, and a green 6 will be an offside, so a defense check there. And offsides for Bournemouth, and Spurs will resume possession due to the offsides call on a throw-in. 1 and 3 switch for Bournemouth. And 4, we are going to have an attack generated for home field advantage. So Spurs looking to get a little pressure early, and that's not good as Harry Kane is subbed. And we need 4 triangles. Dele Alli and Eriksen and Lamela, we get 4 exactly, but again, 3 squares is all that's needed to defend, and Bournemouth does that. So we have a miss, roll of 7, out of bounds corner kick. So Spurs get the first set piece of the match, and that's going to come in minute number 11. And needing right now to get Harry Kane back on the pitch. That is outside the corner kick range. So 8 is going to be a build-up, and 5 is tactics. So on tactics, if offense wins matchup, and that's a matchup of the players in the 4 position. I'm sorry, it's total, my bad. Tactics, Tottenham has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tactics across the board, and only 2 for Bournemouth. So Spurs will generate the attack, and Trippier and Davies switch, and a 5. They do not have 5 triangles up, so that is going to be defended. A roll of 10. And 0-1 wide, 0-3 collects with the ball. Ali has a ball. So Spurs peppering the goal with the shots early, but we can't get anything on target to stick. Harry Kane back in the fray, which is good. And we're going to have a 1-minute midfield battle. And team with most pace starts the next minute with attack. So that should be Spurs again. They have 5 pace, and Bournemouth has 5 actually. They are not slow, so we'll go to the decide or die, and it's going to be Tottenham. So Spurs on the attack. And 6, we will switch 4 there, and that actually is going to help Tottenham. So Spurs need 4 triangles. They have that easily, and 4 squares are needed to defend, and this is not going to be defended. A roll of 8, and 0-2 is going to get the shot, and the assist will come from Davies. So a total of 4. And in goal for Bournemouth, Begovic is a slightly above average keeper in all categories. So here we go. 4 stars are needed, and 3 does not affect the shooters. 1 and 3 stars on target, and Asmir is going to make the save. So 4 on the save, and a square on defense. D4 collects, otherwise 0-5 shoots, and D4 does not have a square. So this is going to be a reaction shot. And reaction shot for Dyer, and it needs to be a 1. So this needs to be a 1 or better for Dyer, and not going to happen there. So that's going to be saved, and 6 on the saved column is 2 squares at D5 collects, otherwise 0-1 gets a rebound shot, and there are 2 squares there for Francis. So back-to-back saves, and Bournemouth fights off the early pressure and takes possession. Have not had very much possession throughout this match. And 5 is going to be a referee's decision chart, and that is the nemesis of Spurs. Actually, we have a neutral referee, hate going to that chart. So 7, and defensive foul, yellow card, and direct free kick. So Son is going to get the yellow, and that comes in the 16th minute. The referee's decision chart is really never kind. Has not been kind to Spurs throughout this replay, unfortunately. And 4, home field advantage. Home field generates attack. So here we go. Spurs defend that. Take possession, 18th minute. And we need 5, and got that, but again a white 1, and that is going to be successfully defended. So miss in a roll of 6, and 0-1 wide. D5 collects with a ball, and D5 has a ball. So Bournemouth takes possession. Fighting off some early action from Spurs here, and Harry Kane goes out again, which does not bode. I'm sorry. They don't have the ball. Harry Kane stays in. So 9 is going to be a sideline battle. That will be a 2-minute sideline battle. And on the sideline battle, 1 and visited team is going to get possession and the throw-in. So we are in the 21st minute now. Really no action, and we have a midfield battle for 3 minutes. Spurs have definitely had opportunities. 2 shots on target out of 5. But have been unable to make hay at this point. And team with most strong is going to start the next minute on attack. Spurs have strong across the board, and Bournemouth does not. So Spurs back in possession. And once again, looking to make things happen. Harry Kane goes out. That is not good. And a 6, that would have been a successful attack, but we only have 4 triangles with Kane out, so that will be defended. And 11 on that, 0-1 wide, 0-3 can collect with a ball, and Ali has that. Spurs retaining possession, and we are in the 25th minute now of the first half. Still looking for our first goal in this one. This will be a 2-minute sideline battle, so a lot of wasted time in midfield and sideline thus far. And a roll of 5 and trailing team, home team if tied, so Spurs retain possession. And we are now in the 27th minute. They look to build up again. They've had an overwhelming edge of possession thus far. Vertonghen goes out, and Dyer on the pitch. And 7, we're going to have another long midfield battle, 5 minutes this time. So possession exchanged, and team with most tactics starts the next minute on attack, and Spurs strong with tactics as well, 5 across the board, only 2 for Bournemouth. So into the 32nd minute, Spurs generating yet another attack. And 3, and they are going to be successful. 5 and only 2 squares up for Bournemouth, so 8 on the roll. 8 is going to be 0-2 shoots, and the assist is going to go to Vertonghen, who has scissor hands. So 3-shot rating, it's going to have to be a 1 to be successful unless we can get Vertonghen out of there, and Vertonghen is out of there. So that changes things up a little bit, and that makes it a 4 successful for Son, and we do have a 4, but 2, and that's going to be saved by Begovic, and on target 3 stars for Ashmere, makes a save. And a beautiful sprawling save on that, and 6. It's going to be 2 squares at D5 collects, otherwise 0-1 gets a rebound shot, and Francis does have those 2 squares, so Bournemouth turns away yet another challenge, and they take possession. Moving on to the 33rd minute now of the first half. 8 is going to be a build-up. So 2, and this will be the touch quality, and touch for Bournemouth is going to be 2 players currently on the pitch, and Spurs have 4 of 5. So that is going to be defended, and Bournemouth still looking for their first shot on goal. We are in the 34th minute here of the first half. Davies and Trippier switch. And 8's going to be a build-up of hard. So hard tactics, only 2 for Spurs. And Bournemouth also has 2. We go to the decide or die, and Bournemouth is going to defend and take possession. So Bournemouth settling down a little bit now. Wilson and King swap. And 3, we are going to the highlight reel table. And 11 on the highlight reel. Series of passes leads to a wide open shot for green dye player, Wilson. Crowd on his feet, goalkeeper must make a spectacular save. If green dye is 6, goalkeeper must make a spectacular save to avoid own goal. So green dye is not a 6. And here we go, Lloris, he is a 3 for spectacular saves. And the shot from Wilson, and 6. 3 stars or better, saved, and Lloris tips that away, and that's going to be a corner kick for Bournemouth. So an excellent save for Lloris, and he was tested the first opportunity that he has had to show his skills off. He comes up big, and that looked for sure destined for the upper corner of the net, but Lloris, the spectacular save, and on the corner kick. Kane will be back on the pitch, thankfully for Spurs. And a 6 is going to be a take-on. So take-on, 6 is a star quality, the 5 and 1 player. So that's Francis against Kane. Both have the star quality. And that is going to go to the home team. So Spurs defend and take possession, and 37th minute looking to get something going again. Really no clear-cut scoring chances yet for Spurs. Bournemouth has had only one, but it was definitely a challenge for Lloris to come up with a save on that. 7 is going to be a 3-minute midfield battle. And 3, the team with the most strong starts the next minute on attack, and Spurs have strong in all 5 positions. Bournemouth only has 2. So here we go, generating attack. Spurs have 5 triangles up as long as they don't swap Kane out. And make that 6 now. And a 5 and only 2 squares up, so we're going to have a shot on goal. And 7 is going to be Harry Kane with a shot, and Dele Alli with the assist. So this is a 6. This is going in if it's going to be a 3 or more for Begovic. Kane tees it up, over from Ali, takes his shot, and Asmir on target, another save. So 4. Man, that's going to be... 1 square on defense, D4 collects, otherwise 05 shoots. There is no square there, so 05, Vertonghen is going to get the follow-up rebound shot. And he needs a 1. He gets a 1, but it's saved again. And 2 on this, 3 on defensive D3 collects, otherwise 03 shoots. So we are going fast and furious here. That's 2 consecutive saves, and it's going to take another... Tottenham peppering the net. That's 9 shots, 5 on target. So 03 shooting on this, and Ali needs a 2 or less on the black die. He's got it, and for the switch, and again, 3, Begovic with the save. Actually, yep, spectacular. That's a reaction save, my bad. So makes the save on that, and 5 D. Or 2 squares at D4 collects, otherwise 02 gets a rebound shot. So lots of action in front of the goal. It's probably the most, actually, the most action that I can remember seeing. 3 or less on the black die, and does not happen. And Son switches anyway to Eriksson. And that's going to be a save. 8 collected by D5, and finally the pressure is relieved. Wow. So that was a sequence of 4 consecutive shots by Spurs, all of them saved. And 44th minute now, we will see Bournemouth back in possession. And Spurs end the first half with a fusillade of shots on goal. 10, and that's going to be a tackle if defensive team has a square, which they do. So 45th minute, and again 1 minute stoppage time in the first half of Soccer Blast. So this will be the last hurrah, and it is a 7, a 2-minute midfield battle, and that takes us to the end of the first half. So Spurs getting much the better of every phase of the game at this point. 46 minutes played. Spurs had 28 of those minutes in possession to just 18 for Bournemouth. 10 shots on goal, 6 on target. Bournemouth had 1 shot. It was on target and required a spectacular save from Lloris. Each team had a corner. And Spurs had 1 foul and a yellow card. No fouls or cards for Bournemouth. So we will go to the second half. Bournemouth will kick it off. And some exciting action there at the end. But Asmir Begovic came up huge time and again down the stretch. So 6 will be a take-on as we start the second half. And that is going to be the pace trait, and 1 and 5. King does not have pace, and Vertonghen does. So successfully defended by Spurs, 47th minute. Here they go. Son and Eriksson switch, and 6. Also going to be a take on, and that's 4 and 2. Trippier and Stanislas. And this will be the touch trait, and Stanislas does not have it. Trippier also does not have it. So we'll go to the decide or die. And that is going to generate an attack for Spurs. And Harry Kane goes out. 4 triangles, they got it, but that is going to be defended, so a miss. And 5 there is going to be 0-4 wide. A D4 collects with a ball, and he does not have that. So Spurs retain possession, and their 11th shot wide of the goal. Looking to set things up again. Eriksson and Son switch. 7 is going to be, 8. A build-up. And build-up is going to be the touch trait. So Spurs, 1, 2, 3, 4 touch. And Bournemouth, 1, 2, 3, 4 touch. Go to the decide or die, and Tottenham will generate the attack off of that. So 2 triangles needed. Spurs have 3, and 3 squares are needed for Bournemouth, which they have. That will be another miss, and a 5. Defended. 0-4 wide, a D4 collects with a ball. He does not have that. So Spurs again retain possession. Aki and Daniel switch, and Francis, who has been a thorn in the side of Spurs with his ball and 2 squares, is finally off the pitch. 9 is going to be a sideline battle. That'll be a 2-minute variety. And 6 will be the home team. So Spurs with possession, 51st minute here in the second half. And 8 is going to be a build-up, and the trait will be hard. So Tottenham, they have hard on only 1 player, as does Bournemouth. So go to the decide or die. And Spurs have been getting lucky with the decide or die. They're going to generate yet another attack. 3rd one already, and we are 5 minutes into the second half. Kane back on the pitch. And that is going to be a successful attack. 7, Kane is going to get the shot and no assist, so it's a 5-star. Here we go. Harry Kane dribbles into the box. Begovic comes out to meet him. The shot. And Kane, it would have been a goal, but it's a 1. Lamela, no. The 6 would have beaten Begovic, and Lamela, it's going to be saved. Unfortunate for Spurs. It seems to be the story of this replay. God, any number but a 1 on the green die. So 11, and that is going to be gathered in by goalkeeper. Counter attack, no square. So here we go. Bournemouth looking to counter now. A great save again by Begovic, and Kane should have taken that. Again, no squares on the counter attack, and that is definitely a triangle, so that's going to be successful on target. 3, and that is going to be 0-4 with the shot, and it's going to require a spectacular save, and that is a no shot rating for Daniel, so that will require a, well, that's actually a spectacular save, so never mind. So Lloris just has to make the save, and again, he has 3 in that category. Roll of 10, and off the crossbar, goal! And it's not offsides. Oh man. So, Charlie Daniels, and not of the music industry devil, went down to Georgia fame with the goal for Bournemouth, and off the top of the crossbar past Lloris. Wow. Coming in the 52nd minute, and Tottenham has dominated this game and again finds himself the victims of bad luck, bad timing. They go down 1-0. Unbelievable. So 53rd minute, and Spurs now once again shell-shocked, as their fans are as well. We're going to have a 2-minute midfield battle. And at 2, the team with the most touch starts the next minute on attack, and Spurs have 4 touch up, 3 for Bournemouth. And we need to get Harry Kane back on the pitch. Spurs should have had a goal. Instead, that turned into a counterattack, and they paid. So 10, and looking for a square. That is going to be defended, and Bournemouth takes possession back, 56th minute. Oops. Definitely in a state of shock. A 2-minute midfield battle. Bournemouth now can just kind of run things out. Touch starts the next minute on attack. And 2, 3, 4 for Tottenham. And 3 for Bournemouth. So Spurs looking to get another opportunity here. And Kane is back on the pitch. And that is a good thing. They need 6 triangles though, and they're only going to have 5, so that's going to be defended. And 09, 03 wide, and 2 collects with a ball. So Spurs looking to reset. And 8 going to be a build-up. And tactics, Spurs have tactics in all 5 slots currently in place, so they are going to generate another attack. And it's going to be successful, but again, a 2 squares up, and the white die has been kind to Bournemouth. Going to be defended, roll of 5, and that is going to be 04 wide, D4 collects the ball, and Aki does not have a ball. 15th shot on goal for Tottenham, 7 on target, and they have yet to ripple the back of the net. They do retain possession, however. And 6, going to be a take-on result. So Eriksson against Aki. And the trait is going to be tactics. Aki has it, as does Eriksson. We go to the decide or die. And it is Spurs. So Spurs will go and generate yet another attack. Looking to have at least 1 be successful here. So 2 triangles needed, beat easily, and 3 squares needed, and they only have 2 up, so Spurs going to get another opportunity. 5, and that is going to be 04 or 05 shoots. We're going to have the assist go to Son. He's got 2 stars, and if I got to pick 04 or 05, it's going to be Davies. So 3 needed on the black die. Here we go. And switching, not gonna happen. Would have been saved anyway, of course. So 7, and that is going to be saved. Rebound shot 01. Keeper must make spectacular save. Ball is loose. Harry Kane comes up with it. And Kane stays in, and a 7. Begovic needs 3 stars or better, and 2 stars or better saved. And that will be a corner for Tottenham. So once again, another chance for Spurs, and another chance that goes awry. 16 shots on goal. Unbelievable. They have not found the back of the net yet. So 61st minute, and we are now in the zone where substitutions will be made. And on rolls of 10 or 11. So looking for the corner, and 12, got 2 squares, which the defense has, and they are going to generate a counter attack. Awesome. So here we go, and looking to counter. Looking for 4 triangles. They only have 2 up, so that is going to be defended. A roll of 5. 04 wide, D4 collects with the ball. Davies has the ball. That was only the third shot on goal for Bournemouth, and Spurs back in possession. And 7, and we're going to have a 3-minute midfield battle. Not what Spurs need at this point. And 3, team with the next most strong starts the next minute on attack. Spurs have strong in all 5 positions. And Bournemouth is void of the strong trade. Of course, Harry Kane goes out. Attack will still be successful and only 2 squares up, so that is good, I guess. We'll see what happens. 5 is going to be 0-4 or 0-5 shoots, and Eriksen's going to be on the assist. He's a 1-star. Again, got to be Davies. So a black 2 or better, not even close. And bad news for Tottenham is Francis is rotated back on the pitch, bringing his 2 squares with him. Oh, man. And save there, and 7 is going to be saved. Rebound shot, 0-1. Keeper must make spectacular save. So Lamela getting the opportunity here. And here we go. Can we get something going? 4. And 4 save. Straight save. Wow. Not even a check there. Just a straight save. Tip behind. And Tottenham again with the corner. 17 shots. Not one has found the back of the net. Unbelievable. Here comes the corner, and actually that is going to be good news, a 3. So on the corner kick, highlight reel corner kick, Kane is back on the pitch. Will he stay there? He will. A roll of 10. And Trippier swings it in. Home team player argues with referee. Referee now hostile to home team. Offense roll again for corner kick. Well, there you go. Nothing like pissing the referee off. So that corner is defended, and Spurs now will line up to take their 4th set piece from the corner. Trippier again. So if not for bad luck, Spurs would have it as 0 today. And that's going to be a 3-minute midfield battle, not needed at this point in time. And 3, team with most strong starts the next minute on attack, and that is easily going to be Spurs. So 3, and plenty of squares to defend that. The white die again all day has been kind. So 5 defended, 0-5, 0-4 wide. D4 collects for the ball. D4 does not have a ball, so Spurs retain possession. 18 shots now for Spurs. 72nd minute. And 5 and a 2 switch, and we get Francis off the pitch again for Bournemouth, which is good. What isn't good is that is a 6-minute midfield battle. Spurs do not have time to dally around in the midfield. As we are now in the 72nd or 77th minute, team with the most stars starts the next minute on the attack. Spurs, 5 stars across the board, only 3 in play for Bournemouth. So Spurs once again on the attack, and once again that is going to be defended. Roll of 6, 0-1 wide, D5 collects for the ball. D5 does not have a ball, so Spurs with their 19th shot will retain possession, but they cannot buy a break. Vertonghen and Dyer switch again. And 5, we're going to go to the referee's decision chart. I'm sure this will come out unfavorable for Tottenham because the referee is hostile, remember? So a roll of 5, and on the referee decision chart, hostile referee. 0-2, sent in alone, looks like a sure goal, but wait, offside's called on the play, so Son dips in and set to shoot, and the flag is up. Of course it is, because that's how things go for Spurs. We are in the 80th minute now. There have been no substitutions made prior to this, which means we're going to have to make one, and for Spurs, it's Dyer going out. And Danny Rose is going to come in, and Rose does not have any squares, so he gets a green chip, which is worth 3. And Sermon goes out, so for Bournemouth, Cook is going to come in, and he does have a square, so he will get a blue chip. So he'll be able to chip in 6 squares, so it's going to make it extra hard, as if Tottenham needed that, unless he gets switched out. And Bournemouth is in possession, 80th minute. Here we go. Hockey off, and Charlie Daniels, our goal scorer, is in. 5. Go to the referee's decision sharp. Yay. So 6, so the change will take place on Spurs, and a roll of 10. Neutral referee to Bournemouth. So defense foul, hard player shown yellow card, offense gets indirect free kick. So on the green 6, I guess I can pick who commits a foul. So I'm going to pick Ben Davies, who does not have the hard trait. So indirect free kick for Bournemouth, and we are now in the 81st minute. Time is running out, and we have got to get that blue chip off the board. 7, going to be a 2-minute midfield battle. And this will be an atrocious upset. Touch quality determines who goes next. And touch across the board for Spurs, and not for Bournemouth. So Spurs going to generate an attack as we enter the 83rd minute here. And 3, a 6, so we'll go to the defense, and that is huge for Spurs. It gets that blue chip off the board. And 6 is going to be a take-on, 3 versus 3, Ali and eBay. And it's going to be a star quality. Ali has that, eBay does not. So Spurs going to generate an attack, and how about some late game heroics here? Ali swaps out. We need 5 triangles up, and Kane is in the picture, so we have it, and only 1 square up going to happen. 8. 0-2 is going to get the shot, so 3 is set for the assist. And Son will get the shot, so we have 4. So Aurier flips it over to Son, shot on goal, and of course, a white 2 and on target, and that is going to be saved comfortably again. 20th shot and 8th on target, and 3. 2 squares on defensive 5 collects, otherwise 0-4 shoots. And this will be a reaction shot. Do not have 2 squares on 5, only 1. So Davis, he is a 1 with the shot. He's got it, and 6. 1 and 4 swap down for the defense. And Davies on the rebound, 1 within his shot row, 4 is over on the reaction save, goal! Spurs have leveled in the 84th minute, and it took them 21 shots to do it. A spectacular shot, and that was blasted in from close range. Pouncing on the rebound is Davies. So Spurs at least looking to salvage a point, which is much better than the alternative, which would have been an absolute disaster losing to Bournemouth at home. And they still do have the 3 extra squares for rows. So kicking off now in the 85th minute, some exciting developments late. What is not exciting is Harry Kane is off the pitch on that green 6. And 7 is going to be a 6-minute midfield battle, also not exciting. That takes us right to the 90th minute. So we will roll for stoppage time, and if we roll a 1, next segment will be the last. There's going to be 5 minutes, however. So we'll have 95 minutes in this one. And I did not see the green die, so I'll re-roll again. Well, actually, it would have been a 6 anyway, never mind. So team with the most stars starts the next minute on attack, and Tottenham has 4 stars up and only 2 for Bournemouth. So Tottenham looking to get some 5 o'clock lightning here. And 2, and the switch pays off. That would not happen with eBay in there, so that green 6 haunts us. Now that is going to be defended. 5, 0-4 wide, D4 collects with the ball. So not collected. So Spurs will retain possession, and we have 3 minutes to go in stoppage time. And 11, and corner kick. Shot on target, deflected out of bounds by goalkeeper. Offense starts the next segment with a corner kick. Green 6 would have been offsides, not the case. So missed there, and in the 93rd minute, and 21 shots. Spurs, actually that's 22 now. Spurs are going to get the corner, and this is probably going to be it. So 93rd minute, here we go. Can they have a successful corner? Kane is back on the pitch, and 4 is going to be within the corner roll. And that is going to be on target. Use kick. Oh, wrong one. Attack, no squares. Never mind. So here we go. Kane is back on. And their 5th corner could pay some handsome dividends here. No squares for the defense. Here we go. Kane is off. And 2. Still going to be within range. We have 3, 4 triangles up, and again, no squares. So 5, and this is going to be 0-4 or 0-5 with a shot. 1 will be the assist player. So Lamella chips in a 1, and unfortunately, Rose's chip is for defense. Damn it. So this needs to be a 2 or better. Here we go. 2 on the black die. Lamella chips it into the middle. Davies coming into the circle. And shot and a goal! Ben Davies, his 2nd goal of the match. 1 gets within the shot rating, and 4 outside of Begovic. And Tottenham has captured lightning in a bottle. 93rd minute, a goal. And they take a 2-1 lead as Davies, the most improbable of heroes, has come up big for Spurs here. And they lead it 2-1, and the fans are absolutely delirious, but it is not over. Bournemouth has been stymied offensively. Their 1 goal coming on a counterattack. They only have 3 shots, where Spurs have 23. But there are still 2 minutes to go. So 11, and that is going to be deflected out of bounds, and we are going to end this with a corner kick. Wow. So deflected out, and the 95th minute will be a corner for Bournemouth. And this will be the match right here. So we are looking for anything above a 5 on the blue or the white and black die. Bournemouth lines it up, and it looks like Frazier is going to take this an in-swinger. And 9, and that is going to be a sideline battle for 3 minutes, and the final whistle has blown. So Tottenham, wow, an amazing finish. They dodged a huge bullet, scoring 2 goals in the last, one in the 84th minute and one 3 minutes into stoppage time to salvage what looked to be a sure 1-0 defeat and a 2-1 victory for Spurs, and quite frankly deserved. Spurs dominated possession every facet of the match except having successful attacks. They had a total of 23 shots to 4 for Bournemouth. Of those, 9 were on target, 2 on target for Bournemouth, 2 fouls for Spurs, none for Bournemouth. Corners 5-2. And yellow cards, 1 for Spurs and none for Bournemouth, and no red cards in this match. What a match, what a finish. And Ben Davies, the defenseman, getting it done for Spurs, and definitely, no doubt about it, Ben Davies is the man of the match as Spurs now pull to 5 wins against 3 defeats. And that should bump them up into the top 6 pending the outcome of the other matches this day. So we'll recap the scoring again. In the 52nd minute, Charlie Daniels, Devil went down to Georgia, struck on the counterattack, snuck one just past Lloris under the bar. In fact, it deflected off the bar and into the goal for a 1-0 Bournemouth lead. From that point on, Tottenham had a series of opportunities, and Asmir Begovic came up big again and again, or the defense. And finally, breaking through in the 84th minute, Ben Davies takes a crossing pass and blasts it home. We went into stoppage time, and it was the combination of Lamela and Davies. Lamela going out wide in the box and centering one as Davies came streaking in, pressuring from a high defensive line, and blasted his second goal past Begovic into the left side of the net. So the 2 goals for Ben Davies gets it done for Spurs, and a very, very exciting match. Again, Soccer Blast, a great game. Available on play.com. Keith Avalone, a great company, has a great variety of games, and we appreciate his contributions to the board game genre. Excellent games. History Maker Baseball I own, Red, White, and Blue Racing, which we're due for another race to go up. And of course, this Soccer Blast game, I've had my eye on the golf game for some time, and we'll probably be getting that at some point in the future. But that is it from Wembley. The Spurs with the comeback win over Bournemouth. And we appreciate you watching, appreciate the support. Please remember to support our friends of the channel. Some great stuff going on. ID Gesture, I actually just got a alert from him. He is playing Season 15, Barbarian level 70 plus, trying to complete Season Journey Part 3, and that is Diablo. Al, Red Sox fan, has a wide variety of games. He's currently just finished a 7-game World Series with a new baseball game, Dice Baseball, which looks very promising. Also, big shout out to Al for putting Glory Days Boxing on his channel the other night and doing a beta run through of that. Appreciate the exposure. Other great friends of the channel, Chris from Stratomatic, Delaware, was involved in a recent ID Gesture D&D campaign they had going that included Dog Sidious, among others. And Higher Ground Gaming, Eric there doing his thing, a big Red Sox fan. Always look for Mr. Brody and Miss Meggs assisting him in his replays. DPSH Commissioner, Tabletop Plus, the Earl and Earl Show, always plenty of good content there, baseball demos, and David over there does a great job, and as the channel description says, primarily baseball replays. Good stuff. And the Play Games YouTube page, Keith has started to do replays there. After further review, Steve Tower contributes a lot of news from the board game community and also has a lot of play game content as well. And to everyone else I missed, all located in the left-hand side of the channel. What's Blazing in Sports, great boxing talk site. Give him a look as well. Original Grognard into military gaming, strategy games. So check them all out. And again, appreciate the support. And until next time, keep rolling for the upper left-hand corner of the net, and we will see you. Have a good rest of your weekend, everyone. Take care.